What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph. You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're coming back to Beyonce. Yes, indeed, Beyonce Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Evan J96. And Evan J96 wanted to see me react to this song by Beyonce called End of Time. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, oh, wow, okay, yeah, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Beyonce, okay? And the video has 74.5 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Beyonce, End of Time, live at Roseland. They don't mean the Roseland Theater, do they? Kind of an intimate venue. It only holds like, about 1,700 people tops. Can't imagine she'd play there, but might be the Roseland Theater. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, all right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
No, it's definitely not Roseland. Oh, man, wait a minute.
Put your hands together. Put your hands together.
It's a compilation video. Okay, so it's a compilation video. Okay. Audio is taken from one performance, obviously, but all the video footage is just compilation. Got it. Got it. Okay, well. The audio is live from Roseland. Got it. All right, all right. The video is, like I said, compilation. Got it. Okay, I'm clear now. I'm clear.
You go, I'll be your friend. I will love you so deeply. I will be the one to kiss you at night. I will love you until the end of time. I'll be your baby. I promise not to let you go. Love you like crazy. Now say you'll never let me go. 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 There's nothing between us but space and time. I'll be your own little star, let me shine in your world. Be your own little universe, maybe you girl. Come take my hand.
Okay. The song feels good. It's got, first of all, major key. Everything is major. It sounds like every single chord that's being played is in a major key. Or an augmented major C, or a major dominant. But there's some variation of major happening here. Every single chord. It's a very uplifting feel, a very positive vibe, which is nice. It's nice. Listen, I'm not all about doom and gloom music. I'm not. Believe it or not, I can appreciate a good song that is written in a major key. I actually can do that. I know it's hard to understand that, and it's hard to believe, but I actually can.
You kidding me?
The groove is good. One gripe I have. One gripe I have. In the opening, when the vocals kicked in, I heard bass playing. Now, being a bass player, you would think I would be thrilled about that. I'm going to be honest with you, and I cannot believe I'm going to say this. The bass playing there, it was a little bit distracting. It was. I can't believe I'm saying this. But it did kind of distract and take away a little bit from the vocal performance. I really feel like if there had been nothing playing, if it had just been vocals, a cappella, front and center, nothing else backing it up, nothing else, you know, assisting in any way, shape, or form. Number one, I think the vocals would have sounded better. Number two, I think the vocals would have sounded stronger. And more, because it would have had far more tension being put on it. I cannot believe I'm saying that about the bass. I don't think I've ever said that before in my life about requesting and asking not to have the bass player play. What? Me?
What's about you?
Weird, but it's true. I really feel like the bass was a little bit of a distraction. And the vocals, as a result, you know, were not brought out and not the center of attention 100% as they should have been. So, anyway, let's keep going here.
Space and time. I'll be your own little star, let me shine in your world. Be your own little universe, maybe your girl. Come take my hand, I won't let you go. I'll be your friend, I will love you so deeply. I will be the one to kiss you and kiss you, and I will love you till the end of time. I'll be your baby, and I promise not to let you go. Love you like crazy, now say you'll never let me go. 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 Baby, come on, get up on it, show me that you really want it. I wanna be the one that love you, baby. Let's go. Baby, let's go. I wanna provide this loving that you're giving. I ain't frontin' this lover. Can you let me love you from your head to toe? Baby, let's go. Boy, come to me. Come to me.
What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's just triplets. Is it triplets? No, wait. Actually, yeah, it is triplets. It is triplets. I was like, is it a triplet feel? Or is it actual defined triplets? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, it's triplets. It's triplets. Cool. Nice triplet fill there. Really dug that. Kind of deceiving because the beat can be taken as a halftime or it can be taken as a straight time on that second. Well, pretty much the whole song. Gosh, this is hard to explain. I'm interpreting the song as, here's the tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the tempo, in my opinion. Now, it very well could be 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be, and they're just playing in a double time feel based on that, but why would they do that? I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't see why they would do that. So I think I'm right. I really believe it's at the tempo 1, 2, 3, 4. But again, that's me, and that's just how I'm interpreting it. I'm sure there will be other people who might even interpret it as they're playing in double time, like twice the speed in a halftime feel, which would, again, be really weird. But, you know, it's each their own, I guess. But really nice on those triplet feels, on those triplet fills. That was really good. Well placed, very well placed, and very tight. No bleed over. Everybody that was in on it played together in perfect syncopation. So that was really, really good. Yeah, so far so good. Let's keep going here.
Turn your rain into sun. Let me love you, baby. You don't have to worry, baby. I promise I'll set you free. I love into your soul. You go, I go, we go. That's all she wrote.
I mean, it's a good, feel-good song. It really is. Let me think about this. I have a score in my head already, but I have a feeling when I give this score, it might upset some Beyonce fans. But look, I'll explain it. I promise I'll explain everything, all right? I'll see you in the review. We'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Beyonce with End of Time. This was a request from Evan J 96. Okay, I thought about it. I have a score, and I can almost guarantee when I give this score, a lot of Beyonce fans are going to be coming for my head, okay? Listen, I promise, if you give me a chance to explain my score, I guarantee you, not only will it make sense, but I also promise you, you will understand where I'm coming from. And it's not bad, okay? I guarantee you. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give that song a 7.6. Yep, 7.6. I feel great about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first of all, if you're still watching this video, congratulations. You're not one of those fanboys or fangirls who are going to turn the video off in disgust just because their favorite artist didn't get a 10, okay? Congratulations. You're an open-minded individual and you have no problem hearing what I'm going to say. So I appreciate that first and foremost, okay? Now, let's talk about the reasonings for giving the score. All right. First of all, a 7.6. What is that? Is that a bad score? No, it's not a bad score. Is it an okay score? No. An okay score would be down the 5s. Is it a pretty good score? No, it's not even a pretty good score. Pretty good score would be down in the 6s. No, this is getting a 7.6, which by definition means it's a really good song. Say it with me. It's a really good song. Just say it one more time. It's a really good song, okay? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the song is a really good song. It's getting a 7.6, which is right in the middle of the really good scale. If you don't believe me, take a look down below in the video description. You're going to find my scoring system chart down there. You'll clearly see 7.0 to 7.9 is the grading scale for really good. This is getting a 7.6. It's right in the middle, okay? Now, hopefully everybody's calmed down a little bit now. So now we can talk about what brought it to this score. Okay, let's talk about it. The song itself, really good song. It's a really good song. Is it a great song? I would hesitate to call it that. There was nothing really all that impressive from a chordal structure on this song. It followed a very simple chordal pattern. But as I have always said on this channel, simple can be effective when it's done properly. They stayed in a major mode the entire song. Every single chord was a variation of a major chord, okay? You had some augmented majors, you had some dominant majors, they were flipping them around and messing with the chords and the notes and the patterns, but it was still, regardless of what they were doing with each and every chord, it was still done in a major mode, which causes the song to have an uplifting, positive feel to it. So, good on them. On top of that, the beat they had going on, the rhythm section, the drums, the bass, the percussion, the piano, playing with those accents, very well done, giving it kind of almost like a Latin feel to it, which was really nice. The accents on the E and so one E and on the of one, ba ba dum ba bum ba da bum ba da bum bum ba da bum. You know, really nice feel, really nice feel. I really like the accents on the and of 3 and the downbeat of 4 is where it really kind of sold me though. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those two in particular are really what kind of did it for me. As far as the beat goes, and the reason it did that is because when you put the attack on the subdivided on the upbeat of 3 and the downbeat of 4, you give yourself some space So that way, when you come back in and you put the emphasis on one again, it makes it sound stronger. It doesn't sound like it's bleeding over or carrying over from the previous measure, which is a smart way to look at it. It's a smart way to write songs too. When you're talking about writing drum patterns and rhythmic patterns, try it sometime. If you guys ever feel like writing a song, try it. Especially with a Latin feel like this had. Putting the upbeat of 3 and the downbeat of 4 and giving them both the emphasis of that extra attack, it's going to make a big difference when you go back into 1. I guarantee you. Instrumentally, this sounded great. I mean, it sounded full. It sounded full enough. Now, and there were parts that sounded fuller than others. And that's because, like, the horns would be laying out and the guitar would be laying out. And that's fine. Look, they don't have to play the entire song. I like it when the people have staggered entrances like that because it gives you the opportunity to build layers upon layers within itself without having to worry about staggered entrances that stay and it just escalates and escalates and escalates and escalates. I like it when, you know, they come in and then they leave and then they come back in and they leave again. But that way it doesn't just keep building and building and building and building and building. So that's smart. It's really smart. Vocally. Now, this was probably the highlight of the song. And believe it or not, it's not just Beyonce on this. Those backing vocalists blending so well with Beyonce and being aware of dynamics and being aware of entrances, being aware of subdivisions, being aware of everything that they had to do to stay right with her. Now look, I know Beyonce does not hire Joe Schmo and the Never Will Be's, okay? I know when she hires musicians and singers and dancers, she hires the best of the best. Because what musician in their right mind would not want to put on their resume that they worked with Beyonce? I can't think of a single person. I wouldn't mind having that on my resume. But I can guarantee you I'm not good enough. I can promise you I am not a good enough bassist to play with her. Guaranteed. I would be laughed out of the audition. But that's okay. You know, I play with other bands and I have a good time with it. But still wouldn't mind having that on my resume. But nonetheless, these vocalists did a fantastic job of supporting Beyonce without taking over. It would have been so easy for the backing vocalists, since there's like 3 or 4 of them, to overpower. It would be very easy for them to do that, but they don't. They use that dynamic awareness to know exactly just how loud to be so they can support her, make it sound full, make them sound like equals in some places, but never overtake. So, smart move on their part. Now, Beyonce's vocals on this. They were really good. They were really good. They were done very well. I got no issue with her vocals whatsoever. She sang the parts, to the best of my knowledge. And look, I've never heard the song before, but to my best of my guessing, this sounded just fine. I didn't hear anything sound out. I didn't hear anything sound bad. So I can only assume that she sang this, for lack of a better word, exactly how it was on the album. So that's great. I'm glad she did that. Now, here's the thing, and this is where the 7.6 really comes into play. And I really need people to understand where I'm coming from when I say this. Was this the best? Let's be honest, okay? First of all, before I go any further, everybody open your mind, okay? Open your mind up. Let's be realistic here, okay? Was this the best song that Beyonce has ever done? No. Far from it, okay? If I'm being 100% honest here, this is probably the weakest song I've heard from Beyonce from a songwriting standpoint. Now, to be clear, her worst day is probably anyone else's best day, okay? So let's be clear here. I am not slamming her. I'm not even slamming the song, okay? The song, like I said, it was really good. All I'm saying is, it's not her best. It's not even her midline. This is down towards the bottom of everything I've heard from Beyonce, okay? If we're being 100% honest here. But even having said that, having this be at the bottom of the barrel, her bottom of the barrel is the top, over the top of the barrel for like 90% of the artists out there. So this was a really good song. It deserves the 7.6 if I'm being honest and I'm being objective. And I sincerely believe that if all the Beyonce fans open their mind, be honest, be objective, can you honestly say this song deserves a 10? Compared to everything else that I've heard from her, can you say this song deserves a 10? Hell, can you say this song deserves a 9? Hell, I'll take it a step further. Can you honestly say this song deserves an 8? If we're being openly minded, and we're being honest, and we're being objective, I don't think there's going to be a single Beyonce fan who can honestly say that this song deserves an 8, okay? But it deserves a 7.6, absolutely. Why? Because it's a really good song. Now, I'm sure there's going to be those fanboys and fangirls out there who are going to come at me in the comments and say, anything that Beyonce does deserves a 10.
I respectfully disagree.
If you are being honest and you are being open-minded and you are being objective, there is no way that that is possible. That is absolutely statistically impossible. There is no way that every single song is going to be a 10. Why? Because there are songs in her repertoire that are stronger than others, and there are songs in her repertoire, like this one, that are weaker than the others. So, if you're being objective, I guarantee you'll line them up and you'll see there are songs in their opinions that deserve 9s and 10s, and that's fine. This is not one of them, not if they're being objective. Now, like I said, they're going to come at me in the comments and they're going to call me crazy and I don't know anything about music and, you know, you don't know what you're talking about and I'm being, that's the best, I'm being disrespectful. Why? Because I gave it a really good score? If I was being disrespectful, this would be down the 1s and 2s, okay? I'm not being disrespectful, I'm being honest. There's a big difference. Now, for all those people that want to comment, go ahead and prove me right. Prove me right that there's all those fanboys and fangirls out there who are going to come at me and attack me just for being honest and objective. Prove me right. Prove me right. Please do. 7.6. Final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.